welcome to your Miracle Moment. I'm Marcy Scheimoff.
And I'm Dr. Sue Morter. And together we're the co-leaders of your Year of Miracles, where we teach thousands of women around the world how to live in the miracle zone.
We do. And today's Miracle Moment is on listening to your soul. Now, in the Year of Miracles program, we talk about 5 foundations for living in the miracle zone. And the very first one is listening to your soul. That means living aligned with your highest truth and really honoring your inner guidance and looking inside yourself for the answers rather than running around to everybody else to get the answers. Although it's okay to go to people for their input, but ultimately to listen to your soul.
Yes, bottom line, that's the thing that knows. The part of us that is made of the entire cosmos is packed into the core of our body. And we reference it as the soulful self or the essential self. And it's this deep, true knowing. It's the part of you that's always known. Even when the mind is going along, doing all its questioning and writing all of its stories, what's happening underneath in the still waters beneath is the soulful self is offering up this knowing. And all we have to do is train the mind to listen to this deep core truth. I travel all around the world, teach tens of thousands of people all the time. And I have never heard, in hundreds of thousands of people over the years, I've never heard someone say, I had this knowing and I went with it and boy do I regret it.
It
Never
doesn't
heard that.
steer you wrong.
But what I've heard hundreds of times is, I had a deep knowing, a gut feeling, and I didn't act on it. And oh boy do I regret it. So we need to do the math. We need to figure it out here. Obviously, the smart thing to do with your mind is to teach it to listen to this deep inner knowing. And so much so, I feel that they could complete each other's sentences, that your mind and the soul need to become so bonded that they're actually one thing and that you are operating as the soul. But we have to start by just listening to this deep knowing that we've been trained to ignore, override.
Yeah, so think in your own life. Think of the things that have worked out the best for you. And was it because you followed something that you knew? There was just a knowing that's the thing to do. It may not have even made sense. It was a knowing that's the path to take. So that's the muscle that we want to build. We want to build that muscle of really listening to our soul. And so we invite you over the next week or two to train that muscle. You want to give one thing that they can do to build the circuits of listening to their soul. See, she is the ultimate circuit builder in how to live in the miracle zone.
So, what to do, first of all. Right now, disempower yourself. Throw all of your energy off of you onto that person that pushes your buttons, or right now, just for purposes of practice, just throw your energy onto the computer screen as if you're just disempowering yourself, just discrediting it, and as if your opinion doesn't matter. And notice how it feels in your body. Doesn't feel so good. Now, just claim it back. Just call it back onto subject, onto the self. Pull all of your energy back onto you. Just own it, because it is you. And we have a tendency to splat and disperse our energy and then live from that place. So notice how you feel in your body when you call all that energy back home for yourself. It feels different. It feels robust. It feels abundant. And here's what you have to remember. When we're here on this core and we make a decision, if we're unsure about it, the great news is you get to make another decision. And you get down the road and you don't like that decision, you can make another one. Until you train and train and train the mind to follow this flowing, soulful self that is always going to steer you in the right direction. It's just a matter of allowing it to be true.
So over the next week or so, practice this. Let us know how it's going for you. Write some comments. We'd love to hear from you, and see what your soul says. We're going to end today with a quote from Rumi, who said, when you do things from your soul, you feel a river moving in you, a joy. So may you feel that river moving in you, that joy of living from your soul. Lots of love.
Blessings to you all.